You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia, and Tactical Fishing Company.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Let me know you guys can hear me okay with this. This is a janky ass setup I have right now, but what are you going to do? I think I just blew out everybody's eardrums with this thing. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Comment section. Where's my comment section? Sounds good. All right, sweet. Sounds good. Awesome. That's all I want to make sure. As you guys can tell, I am not home right now. I am actually on the road. I'm at my family's barn way down yonder in Loudoun County getting some farm work done. As you can tell, me and my son are sweating my ass off. Let me get this camera set up. And then this, when I travel, it's always a pain in the ass because there we go. It's always a pain in the ass when I travel because I want to try to still have really, really good sound and all the shindigs and stuff. But what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just can't have that. So we had a preposterous amount of fish submitted. The last time I checked, when it came to fish that got submitted, we were close to like 400 or 500 submissions already for the tournament. Which I don't have my keyboard or my I don't have my switcher board. I have a Foresight Scarlett travel mixer. So none of that stuff. Forgot my pole and everything. So we're just going all janky. Or I guess this is what Gen Z does, actually, believe it or not, with the old podcasting and YouTubing. So we will have a more formal one next week. Putting this thing together was a lot of fun with the amount of fish catches. Again, if you're just tuning in, as more and more people are piling in right now, we have over 400 submissions in the first 2 weeks of the tournament. And there's still like a month left. We just hit July, and this thing ends late July. So, or the 1st of August, actually. So this thing's absolutely insane. Let's see. We got Know the Feeling, live on a 10-acre lake in Florida. Dude, that is freaking awesome, man. So if you guys don't know, this is the little live stream I do for fishing tournaments. If you guys don't know, I have a Patreon, which is basically just it's a way to crowd member support is basically what that is. And we did a fishing tournament. And so basically, if you guys support me on a monthly basis, help me to be able to do this and financially do this, what I do is pay out kind of like a dividend to Patreon supporters in the form of online fishing tournaments. If I make some good money on YouTube, and then of course with the podcast making some money, and then sponsors, I try to put on 4 tournaments a year. They're about a month long, and I try to spread the wealth out with a ton of different giveaways and stuff. And this is the tournament right now that we're talking about here. So this might be for you or it might not be for you. So let me make that a little bit smaller, regular. Yeah, I like that. It looks much better just like that. So without further ado, let's just get into this bad boy. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I got all of the stuff contabulated for everything but the side pots. And what I mean by that is I don't have photos. I have it contabulated for the standings for the side pots, but I don't have the pictures for the side pots. I apologize. Creating Photoshop pictures for every single fish is a little bit harder, but now that I got most of them done, next week I'll be able to finish it out. So the next one, when we're back in my studio, it'll be a really nice update next week, and everyone's big fish for side pots will also have a nice photo to go with it, just to let you know. But let's get into it here, and then let's see what else. This was updated. I can finish contabulating this late night on Wednesday. Late night on Wednesday of this week is when I finish contabulating it. So if you caught a bunch of fish today, I'm sorry, it doesn't count for that yet. That'll be re-uploaded next week. So that'll be updated next week as well. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's just kind of get into it here. So the Sizzling Summer Showdown. Let me I pop that right there. Perfect. So here we go. We got the Sizzling Summer Showdown presented by me. This is a massive tournament. It started June 13th, goes all the way till August. This is a fun thing that I put on for all my club members in Patreon that help keep the show alive. I also like to have a huge shout out to all of the sponsors that help us out. We have Tactical Fishing Company, Jake's Bait and Tackle, Fishing Protect, Max 4 Fishing, Flint Financial Planning, and LMD Enterprises. LMD Enterprises is going to be giving away, I don't know to who yet, but they're going to give away some gift cards. They do everything for all of your automotive needs, truck, boat, tractor, everything. So get you a nice little gift card to them, which will help out with all the vehicles that we run. Because whether it's a bass boat, kayak, whatever, everything has to be towed by something, right, guys? So huge shout out to them. And then also there is a Hall of Fame tier for people that really want to give back. You guys know I'm in between jobs right now, 7,000 applications, but you guys are what's literally keeping me from losing my home, And Hall of Famers, just to give them back a little bit something, I give them a shout out at the end of every single show, and I'm going to hopefully work out some kind of plaque to put up at Jake's Bait and Tackle with your names. But a couple of the Hall of Fame level members on Patreon, Mr. Bass, Terry Bailey, Finch, and Lake Anna Weather LLC. They're on Facebook. Go check them out the next time you are at Lake Anna and you want all your weather needs. Huge shout out to you guys for going to the highest tier for the club. You guys literally help me pay the bills each month. Now let's get into the tournament. So the tournament, guys, if you guys don't know, it goes June 13th all the way through August 2nd at midnight. You have to be an active weekend warrior on Patreon, a grandfathered in member, or a Hall of Fame member. And you must maintain your membership. I had that issue back in the wintertime. People try to join the club, and then they ask Patreon for a refund to the club because they wanted to save the $8, $6 to become a club member. This is just like any other club. Just pay the club dues, and then you can enter the tournaments. So that's how that all works there. Again, got to be an active member. Please don't try to cheat the system. I really appreciate it because I'd have to kick you out if that happens. When it comes to it, the eligible fish are largemouth and smallmouth bass. And then the asterisk is, of course, spotted bass. It's not on this spreadsheet. I don't know why I did it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, if you catch a spot within our boundary areas, it's no big deal. I just don't put it on there because it's so rare to catch a spot or Alabama bass, as it's also called. It's a 8 fish limit. Your best 8 fish, largemouth, smallmouth, or spotted bass, to be caught during the tournament period. There are 2 divisions, the smallmouth bass division and the mixed bag largemouth division. And then, of course, I'm going to not flash that picture very long because that picture of the fish on the board got me put in Facebook jail because they thought I was selling porn. So, yeah, I cannot flash that picture of a fish on the board while I'm on Facebook. If you guys have questions about it, we can do a only YouTube video of it about how you're supposed to measure a fish and stuff. But, yeah, for some reason, Facebook did not like the picture of that fish on the board because they thought it was nudity, which was quite funny. But anyway, here are the breakdown when it comes to the divisions. In first place, you get the trophy plaque, the $200 all the way down for both divisions, 200, 160, trophy, and trophy. And then we're going to get into some things that if you're going to sign up for Patreon, because we have a couple more tournaments this year. Of course, the very last one of the year that we do is the Christmas Bass Bash, which is a lot of fun. It always starts on Black Friday. I usually have a couple of guides that fish that as a Beat Charlie Moore style, and then they give away a guided fishing trip, which is kind of fun at the end of it. That's a favorite one. And then we're going to have a Halloween one. So 2 more for sure. Please, if you join Patreon, it really helps me out if you kind of use your full name. It's really hard if you don't give me a name and an address when you need to get paid or you won something, because I do giveaways all the time, believe it or not. I just send it. I need to get better at announcing the winners on Patreon on the private group versus just sending people gift cards, which is my fault. I should actually promote myself better. But if your name is Big Diddy 67, and you don't give me an address or a phone number and you join the tournament, how in the hell am I going to get you your prize or reach out to you? It's really hard. So make sure if your name is Rick Williams, don't put down Big Diddy 67 with no address, no phone number, no email. It's insanely hard for me to get a hold of you if you win a plaque or something. So just a little food for thought there. Okay. Sizzling Summer Showdown. So the first thing that we have up here, let's see, we got Joshua Thomas. That pod with Pochet was the bomb, man. Great one. Nice work. Thanks, Thomas. No, Josh, thank you. That was a lot of fun. A quick aside to that. Yeah, people have always asked me to get big guests on the show and everything. And it's always been a weird thing because to me, it's 2 criterias. One, it has to be about our area because our area is the star of the show. The Potomac River is the star. Lake Anna is the star. The Rappahannock River is the star, and the people that live here. And so, I turned down Milliken coming on the show respectfully last year because there was no way I could tie it into our area. It'd just be a random interview with Milliken. And to me, it's that's not the ethics of this show. If somebody wins a tournament in our area, or I can tie it into our area, our culture, and our community, I would love to have pros on. And so it was nice that my first one to come on the show like that one in our area. So it was perfect. So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Keith is a really, really good angler, and hopefully some more big name pros win in our area. And we can get more on the show. And the James River too. No, dude, the James River. Even Keith said James River is his favorite river. He loves the James River. He's a really cool guest, guys. Go check that out. And yeah, like I said, maybe some more big name guests will win in our local area, and I can have them on the show again. Or who knows, maybe I start a second show that'll be more of a national show. There's some thoughts about that I've been fleshing out on paper about starting a second channel that's not just fishing, but I can actually have on big name guests. But more of that will come later on. It's cool 92 here in Florida right now. Oh, dude, that is awesome. I wish I was in Florida. But anyway, back to the tournament here. We'll go right through this. So again, guys, I don't have my my mixer or any of this stuff since I'm basically in a cabin in Percival. So I'm just going to go through this. I'm sorry for no suspense or all this fun stuff, but here we go. For the largemouth mixed bag division, in 21st place, we have Randy Scott with 12.25. In 20th place, we have Nick Mayers with 17 inches. In 19th place, we have Jim with 42.25. In 18th place, we have Lee Wells with 47.75. In 17th place, Christian Sherwood with 51.75. In 16th place, Michael Prey with 73.75 inches. I'm going to use my bigger monitor because I can't see for shit. In 15th place, we got John Fanning. In 14th place, we got Michael Eckert with 113.50. In 13th place, we have Chris Sherwood with 115.25. In 12th place, we have Jake Ham with 118.25. In 11th place, we have Gary Duncan, 122.25 inches. In 10th place, Joey Parks with 124. And then we got a tie at 9th is Nick Clements with 124. If you guys are new to this whole shindig, how this works is I'm not going to do tiebreakers week 1 of a month and a half long tournament because 90% of the time they work themselves out by the end. So I just leave it like this. As we get closer to the end, I get more Nick, what is it? Anal with the math, I guess is the better word. Sorry, I've been out on a lawnmower and doing hay for 9 hours straight in the heat. So I got a little bit of a heat stroke here. So anyway, yeah, don't worry about that. In 8th place, we have Stephen Beck with 128 inches. In 7th place, we have Aaron Ball with 131.75. In 6th place, we have Charlie Russell with 153.50. In 5th place, we have Kemp Davis with 154.75 inches. In 4th place, we have Bruce Callis with 156 inches. In 3rd place, we have Roy Jones with 157.25 inches. In 2nd place, we have Jamie McLean with 162 inches. And then we have the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Church with 164.25 inches. Dude, guys, congratulations there. Let's see. I got some question. We got some stuff here. It is 92 here in Florida. Oh, that's so nice. Winky face. Yep, absolutely. James River 2 is absolutely great. It's triple digits in Maine, right? Dude, you're in Maine? Josh, what are you doing in Maine, man? That is awesome. That's a place I wish more professional circuits would go, is to Maine. I get so bored with the circuit going to the same lakes. And I know it's because of ADHD and that's just how my brain works, but I would like them to go to other places more. Florida is cooler today. Go figure. Florida is chill right now while the rest of the world is just cooking. I fished Lake Anna in 1980s, stayed at Christopher Run Campground for a week. Oh, yeah. Christopher Run is a really, really, really good place. Christopher Run is a great place. Yep. And what part of Florida? Northern Florida. All right. So that is the mixed bag division. Now I'm just going to let you know throughout the show here. Do not worry. This, if it's not 100% correct, we will get it figured out. We have a month and some change left in the tournament. If something looks wrong, please let me know. There was over 400 fish submitted so far. If you mistakenly did something like you put it in as a, I don't know. If you think there's some mistake, I know last tournament there was a guy that caught a mistake that I did where he submitted a fish that was actually that should have counted for another water for the smallmouth division. It wasn't a Pennsylvania fish, it was a Maryland fish, or vice versa, which I didn't catch it because on the map it didn't show it. So if you see something wrong, just let me know. I can double check it again. Otherwise, do not worry about it. So anyway, to the next part here. The next part, and this is the thing that people love, is the Big Fish awards. So if the tournament ended today, this is what the awards would look like. If you're new to this, so how the Big Fish works is you're going to be winning, actually it's $60, I believe, $60 and a plaque. That is all right there. You're going to be winning $60 and a plaque. We're going to be showing you how this all, my mouse has gone crazy. There we go. Sorry about that. You'll be winning $60 plus and a plaque, but this is how it works for the Big Fish awards here. I do this to kind of spread the love around for everyone. If you catch 2 fish, Aiden and Hunter did this past spring for the last 2 events. This is how it works. If you catch 2 fish that are 26 inches long, fantastic, but you only win 1 Big Fish award, and then the next Big Fish award goes to the next biggest caught by a separate angler. That way it keeps it kind of competitive for a month and a half long event. We've had it too much in like spring tournaments where somebody has a weekend, they just clean house, and for a month-long tournament, it's boring as hell. So that's kind of how we do it. And then, Bruce, I see your question right there. When I get to the side pot, I'll tell you about who's leading for the most fish here in a minute. Let's see. Okay, now we have 6 Big Fish awards. Let's go through those together. The 6th biggest largemouth so far recorded in the event goes to Jamie McLean, 21 inches on the dot. An absolutely beautiful, beautiful largemouth there. All right. Now, the 5th biggest largemouth so far in the event goes to Roy Jones, 21.75 inches. Dude, look at the little lip on him, man. Whew, that is a big fish. Roy, congratulations, dude. 21.75. That's going to be hard to beat, 21.75. All right. So far, the 4th biggest largemouth caught in this event goes to Bruce Callis, 22.25 inches. Congratulations, big dog. Dude, that is a massive, massive fish. All right. And then the 3rd biggest largemouth so far recorded in this event goes to Kemp Davis, 23.00 inches. This fish is an Ozempic fish. My God, this thing has been on some drugs or something. He is a long and skinny one. My goodness. But 23 inches on the dot. Absolutely beautiful fish. I think the photo, I think when I made this, yeah, I cut it off a little bit, but yeah, it is right on 23 inches on the dot. Beautiful fish though. A little emaciated looking, but this gets us to our 2 biggest fish so far recorded in the event. So the 2nd biggest largemouth caught so far in this event goes to Jason Church, 23.25 inches. A beautiful largemouth. Look at the size of that hippopotamus. My God. Good Lord, that's a big fish. I don't know. You guys down in that section of Virginia, you guys are just catching some piggies right now. Beautiful, beautiful fish. All right. And then the biggest largemouth so far recorded in this event goes to, you know him, you love him, Stephen Beck, 23.50 inches. Good Lord, baby Jesus. That's a big old bass right there. 23.50 inches on the dot. I don't know if that one's going to be, that one's going to be hard to surpass. I think Aiden has caught the biggest one in the tournament. I think it was like 24, 25 inches. Absolutely monster. Beautiful fish. All right. This gets us into the Sizzling Summer Showdown, the smallmouth division. If you guys want to know how the mixed bag division works here, if you're new to this, again, as you submit your fish to the app, it's going to show you in the live well your biggest 8 fish recorded. Okay. So if you end up catching a snakehead, which is on the side pot, it's going to show the snakehead automatically. Don't worry about it. The app won't automatically filter things for me. So what I have to do is actually create an Excel spreadsheet and then just itemize everything. Itemize everything. Ooh, the heat stroke is a thing, guys. I have to itemize everything and switch everything out, but it's going to be your biggest fish. So if your biggest 8 fish are all smallmouth, you're good. If you catch, 6 fish are your biggest smallmouth, and then the next biggest is a green one, that automatically kicks you over into the mixed bag division. That right now is just how we're doing it. If we can find up a better way to do it, I'm all ears. I'm always up to improvement, how we can make it better. But anyway, so let's get into the standings for the smallmouth division. And then if I mess something up with this, no worries. We have a month to fix it. Okay. In 17th place, we have Dave Thompson, 13.75 inches. In 16th place, we have Michael Kirshner with 15 inches. In 15th place, we have Mark Corley with 33.50 inches. In 14th place, we have Trevor English with 53 inches. In 13th place, we have Jose Serrano, 71.25 inches. In 12th place, we have Richard Twig. Oh my God. Sorry, Richard. In 12th place, we have Richard Thwing with 87.50 inches. When I say that name, I have to think about having a stroke, and it makes it easier. In 11th place, we have Tyler Simmons with 103.75 inches. In 10th place, we have David Colette with 125.50 inches. In 9th place, we have Samuel, a new guy, dude. Welcome to the club, by the way. We have Samuel with 126.25 inches. In 8th place, we have Douglas Spatch, 129 inches, tied with Jared Clare, 129 inches. Don't worry, guys. By the end of the tournament, a lot of these ties will kind of work themselves out. And then in 6th place, we have Brian Heath. We got a Virginia boy bringing it up and almost into the top 5 with 134.25 inches. And then we got a little bit of a striation here. In 5th place, we have Matthew Gills with 137.25 inches, Toby Foster with 138.75 inches, Todd Spatch with 139.25, Dan Grove 140, and then got Bill Durborough. Bill, I hope I'm saying your last name correct, with 144.25 inches. He did a great job. Todd Spatch, also a huge round of applause to Todd Spatch. He won our spring smallmouth challenge on that side of it. Congratulations, dude. Really, really good job. And this is the fun part here. We're doing the Big Fish Awards for the smallmouth division. Now, the smallmouth division, this is something that I'm proud of. And I'm not proud of a lot of things, but I really appreciate how I did this. So the rules are still the same way, except there's a little bit of a caveat when it comes to divisions. So we break this down into eligible waters. So example is you have a Pennsylvania waters, Maryland waters, and Virginia waters. And I'm going Looney Tunes on this. We're giving away 4 largemouth awards, or four largest smallmouth awards for the biggest fish caught in Pennsylvania waters, Maryland waters, and Virginia waters. And it's each division basically gets a plaque and $60 for first place, and then second, third, and fourth all get $60 in the certificate that's printable online. This is basically the same thing, I believe, with the largemouth division. But so eligible waters, how this works: Maryland, because we only have one person that lives in West Virginia, any of the waters that you fish that are going to be counting towards Maryland, because it's primarily the Potomac River. If you're fishing the New River in West Virginia, that counts towards Virginia. And then Pennsylvania is just its own animal. But just to let people know, like, so if you're fishing up in the Potomac on the West Virginia thing, that just counts to Maryland. If you're in the New River, that counts towards Virginia. And we have some North Carolina guys that are like right there on the border country that fish and stuff, and they're welcome to join. If we get about 5 to 6 more North Carolina guys to sign up for the club, we can have a North Carolina division as well, broken apart there as well. People want to do that for the largemouth division, and I just need a good reason for it, because right now Virginia just has the best. Like, Virginia's freaking competitive when it comes to the green fish, man. It's really competitive there. So, but for smallmouth division, we can definitely separate that out. Anyway, why don't we get on into it here? So, the 4th biggest smallmouth caught out of Pennsylvania waters right now goes to Dan Grove, 18.50 inches. 18.50 inches. A beautiful, beautiful black smallmouth right there. The 3rd biggest smallmouth caught in Pennsylvania waters goes to Bill Durbo, 19 inches on the dot. A beautiful Pennsylvania water smallmouth. The 2nd biggest smallmouth caught in Pennsylvania waters goes to Todd Spatch, 19.25 inches. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And then the biggest smallmouth so far caught out of Pennsylvania waters goes to Charlie Russell, 20.25 inches. That is about as big as they come on the Susquehanna Rivershed. I guess it's called the Rivershed Watershed. Oh yeah, Susquehanna Watershed. They don't get much bigger than that on the Susky. There's a couple, but that's a big one. That one's gonna be hard to beat, Charlie. That's a really good smallmouth, my dude. All right. I did have a cool graphic for this, but I got to get it. I think it's back home on my other computer. But we have Maryland waters, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting when I say this, because the 4th biggest right now is Jose Serrano, 16.50 inches. It is the 4th biggest smallmouth so far caught out of Maryland water, 16.50 inches. The next biggest is 3rd place, which is Tyler Simmons, 17.25 inches. 17.25 inches is the 3rd biggest smallmouth so far caught in Maryland waters. And then the 2nd biggest so far caught out of Maryland waters goes to Mark Corley Brewtank, 17.50 inches. Beautiful upper Potomac smallmouth. Beautiful upper Potomac smallmouth there. Well done. Well done. And then the biggest smallmouth so far recorded in Maryland goes to Jamie McLean, 20.50 inches. Beautiful fish. And I'm going to say this, not to dox the lake or whatever, but this was a lake smallmouth, a Maryland lake smallmouth. Just to say that. So that is pretty awesome. That is a big freaking smallmouth. I did not know the lakes in Maryland got them that big, but beautiful, beautiful smallmouth there, dude. Congratulations, Jamie. 20.50 inches. That's going to be hard to beat, my dude. That is a beautiful, beautiful summer smallmouth. All right, let's go to Virginia waters. Let's go to Virginia waters. The 4th biggest smallmouth caught out of Virginia waters right now goes to Lee Wells. Lee, you are on the bump board. 16.750 inches. A beautiful, beautiful smallmouth there, my dude. Dude, and those toes, I'm glad I cut them out there, because they were some red sausages, my man. Get some sunscreen on them. Skin cancer is a thing. All right, let's go to our 3rd biggest is Toby Foster, 18.50 inches. Toby is in the house, man, getting there at 3rd place. Well done, my dude. Well done, my dude. So in 2nd place, what do we got going on here? We got the man, the myth, the legend, Brian Heath, 19.50 inches, 19.50 inches. An absolutely beautiful thick back smallmouth there. Well done, sir. And then the biggest smallmouth so far caught in Virginia waters, Matthew Gills, 20.50 0.00 inches. And if the standings ended today, guys, this is all the people that would be winning the cash and the big fish awards and all of the tournament standings right now. Now, we do have a little bit of more stuff in here. So, side pause. I did not have a chance to make images for every single one of them because there's just a fuck ton of fish and all that other stuff. By next week, that'll be all done. And the other thing, the tiniest fish and the most fish I have not contabulated yet. And I really think what I'm going to do for the tiniest fish award is I might not mention it until the end because I don't want people to go out there to try to catch a minnow or whatever. I just want people to submit what they think. And then at the end of the tournament, that's my surprise. I get to hold on to that for me. That's a me thing. So that means you have to be manly enough to just submit a minnow if you catch it. Okay. Why am I doing that? Because I'm a sadist. But I will have the most fish caught, the top couple of people. If you guys don't know how that works, is I'm taking the 5 people who caught the most fish, and they're going to be entered into a raffle. And I'm going to try to give something away to the guy that catches the most fish. And then the top 5 who caught the most fish will be entered into a raffle to win something. And then the 5 or 6 people that submit the smallest fish humanly possible, they're going to be entered into a raffle, like a big glide bait or a big swim bait for a joke. And then if you guys are not, join my Patreon private club member Facebook group. Okay. If you catch something weird this summer, whether you're fishing the tournament or not, you go to the beach and you catch a shark or a tilapia, or you snag a hooker at Ocean City, take a picture of it, not that because you'll get in trouble, and put it on the Facebook group, send it to me or whatever. Like, hey, I just caught this. And you're going to be entered in a chance to win a prize for the most crazy fish catch of the summer. That doesn't have to do with it. It's part of the tournament. Like I had Michael Eckert submitted a striper for the event too, which I need to put on here. That was a big striper. That's a crazy fish catch. You can send it to me. You can put it on the private Facebook group. You could post it on our Facebook page, our public Facebook page. Doesn't matter. And just do that so it's on my radar, and I'll enter it into the lottery to win a prize as well. So with that said, let's get into the side pot challenges because I do have it all I do have it all calculated here. So here we go. All right. Here are the side pot challenge results if it ended today. Let's go with the goggle eye or the rock bass. If it ended today, in first place is Richard Thwing with a 4.50 inch rock bass. In second place is Tyler Simmons with a 4.25 inch rock bass. And there has not been a third submission. No one has caught a lot of rock bass so far. It's absolutely crazy. And then we got, what is this question right here? Has to be a fish or anything strange. Jason, what do you mean by anything strange you catch? You mean human? I mean, if you catch a cryptid, yeah, send me a picture of it. I'll post it. I don't care. You get a picture of Mothman or something, that's fine. Or a tweaker, yeah, send it to me. But you got to catch it legally. Don't go to prison. Snakehead division. There are 3 entries you can do. Right now, there's only been 1 snakehead entered out of all the 400 plus fish. There's been 1 snakehead, Mark Corley, 25.25 inches. And then in the bluegill / sunfish division, in first place right now, we have Roy Jones with a 9-incher. In second place, we have Richard Thwing with 8.50 incher. In third place, we have Aaron Ball with 8.25. In the walleye division, we have Charlie Russell with 17.25 inches. In first place for the crappie division, we have Richard Thwing again with 12 inches. And in second place, of course, is Aaron Ball with 10.75. And then the fall fish category had a ton of fish. And Samuel might have caught a state record or a state citation. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. Yeah, the dude showed up. He caught a 17.25 inch fall fish. My God, that thing is big. And again, I'll have the nice pictures for each of these fish catches for next week as well. So, and I can push that on social media too. But then in second place, we have Tyler Simmons with 11.75 inch fall fish. And in third place, we have Richard Thwing with a 10.75 inch fall fish. Absolutely beautiful. So again, guys, same thing. I think I have it somewhere, but I will also show if you guys know the payouts, you know the payouts, but I don't have them right here off the top of my head. But anyway, I can show all that to next week. But anyway, so yeah, there is a rock bass division, goggle eye, snakehead, bluegill, sunfish, walleye, crappie, and fall fish division. And so yeah, guys, that was, oh God, that's bad. That right there is so far the standings for the tournament. And a brawl. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. So guys, that is the standing so far for the tournament. I'm going to turn this PowerPoint into a PDF and I will send that out to everybody so you can have it to take a look at if you would like. Again, next week will be a little bit more quieter because it'll be after the 4th, and I'll be able to get the rest of those really cool photos to go with it. And we got a couple of good videos dropping next week. I'm going to make it available for Patreon supporters probably on Sunday. I had John Odenkirk on the show to talk about the state of Lake Anna, what's going on with the grass spraying and all that stuff. So I had a great interview with that. I'm going to make that available for Patreon members first. So I'll probably drop that on Sunday. Then we have a Smith Mountain Lake one that's in the tank and something else. Oh, we have 2 Susquehanna ones, and I have 4 Chesapeake Bay ones. I have a cobia, a striper. We're eating good right now. We're eating good. And then I'm trying to get the guy on that won the BFL on the James River. So Josh, if you know him or whatever, get a hold of it. Have him get a hold of me, because that dude is a hard guy to get a hold of there. But guys, yeah, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Please be safe out on the water. Drink plenty of fluids. Don't blow off any of your fingers. If you have any questions for me, just email me, fishingdmv@gmail.com. Again, sometimes I might have gotten some of the standings wrong. No worries about that. We'll get it adjusted. Just let me know. And then when the tournament is over, I wait a week from when the tournament is over to when I do the award ceremony. That gives me plenty of time to double check all my math to make sure there's nothing going to be an issue for the people that should be winning awards. So it's just now that we're doing these updates, I just don't. Yeah. So anyway, with that said, I will see you guys next time on Fishing the DMV. Later.
You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host. You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your host, Thomas Ahrens. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle, located in Winchester, Virginia. Fishing Protect, located just outside Williamsburg, Virginia. LMD Enterprises, keeping your boat, truck, and equipment running at its absolute finest. Tactical Fishing Company, Kevin Flint at Flint Financial Planning. Steady, thoughtful guidance that meets you where you are and supports what comes next. And Max for Fishing.
If that doesn't get you jacked up, I don't know what will.